Thank you for being here. I just want to quickly do a sound check since nobody has arrived yet. What's going on here? I hate when that happens. It's 1:11 on the timestamp right now. So 111 could be significant to your situation somehow. And also getting your phone to act right could be significant. Okay. I want to do a sound check. Sound check, sound check, sound check. I don't know if you can hear me or not because nobody's here yet. Okay. Let's see. Let's check this out and see. Here we go. How did I truly feel about not my that's not my video. Oops. Sorry about that, whoever that was. Okay, here we go. Sound
Sorry
check.
about that, whoever that was.
Sound check.
Okay, here we go. Sound check. Sorry about that, whoever that was.
Awesome.
Sound check. Okay, here we go. Sound check. Whoever that was.
Okay. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to figure out how to throw something here.
Awesome. Sound check. Okay, here we go. Sound check. Whoever that was.
Okay. Sorry for all the insanity. It's going to be an insane reading, though. I can go ahead and tell you that right now. If you've noticed, I put a link for you in the comment section. If you would like me to answer a question for you before the end of this reading, then you can do a donation. That's what I've decided that I have to start doing because people are taking advantage of my kindness, and I'm not going to allow that, and you should not either. And that's pretty much what this video is about. The music that came through for it was very interesting, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. It was called More Than Words. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, Tretha. Good to see you again. It goes like this. Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. It's not that I want you not to say it, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me because I'd already know. Let me say that again because it's worth repeating. Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. It's not that I want you not to say it, but if you only knew how easy it would be for you to show me how you feel. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. So somebody is just breadcrumbing you, giving you empty promises, telling you that they care about you, but never really showing it. Okay? Then you wouldn't have to say you love me because I'd already know. What would you do if my heart was torn in two? More than words to show you how you feel. So, what would you do if my heart was broken to show how you feel? Besides just say, I'm sorry that you're going through that. What would you do? That your love for me is real. What would you do to show me that your love for me is real if my heart was broken? That your love for me is real. That would what I'm sorry. What would you say if it took those words away? If what would you say if I took those words away? Then you couldn't make things new. So in other words, I'm tired of you coming to me and asking me to forgive you for not being there for me. What would you do if I stopped giving you the opportunity to do that? just by saying I love you. La da da di da di da di la di da di da. Because that's basically what you're hearing. Want, 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 want. More than words. Want, 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 want. Now that I've tried to talk to you and make you understand, all you have to do is close your eyes and just reach out your hands and touch me. Hold me close. Don't ever let me go. More than words is all I ever needed you to show. Then you wouldn't have to say that that you love me, 'cause I'd already know. What would you do if my heart was torn in two? More than words to show how you feel that your love for me is real. What would you say if I took those words away? Then you couldn't make things new. So this person keeps breaking your heart over and over again and coming back to you with words instead of coming to you and holding you, embracing you, showing you. Because, see, if you really love somebody, you never have to say it because they are going to know. Just by saying I love you, la da 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 da. More than words, more than words, more than words, more than words. So it's going to take more than words this time. You're sick of hearing empty promises from this person. And it sounds like, I'm going to be honest with you about what it sounds like. It sounds like an online relationship that you haven't actually met this person before, and that you all are just having like conversations online or by some form of chat. You may know each other, but they just never give you any time. They never give you any attention because they're always so busy doing whatever it is that they do. And it breaks your heart because they'll constantly tell you how much they care about you. But when the rubber hits the road, they're not there to actually give you anything. Daniel, I'm actually playing. I have cards right here to try to win the lottery. I'm actually working on that. But that's really none of your concern, is it? These online dating sites, I've been on them trying to find somebody. And they actually have artificial intelligence people. They're not even real people. And when you feed them information into that site and tell them what you're looking for in a person, in another person, they create this perfect person for you that's not even real. And they start talking to you and interacting with you. And then they want you to give more money so you can continue talking to this person. I met this one guy, and I was so attracted to him. I mean, he was very handsome, very successful, and I really wanted to get to know him. But after like the third time of telling him, "Look, I can't afford to put money into this app. Can we talk somewhere else?" and him telling me I prefer to stay on the app, and then after I would stop talking to him for days and weeks on end, sometimes months on end, he would message me and say, "Why did you disappear?" And I've already told you why I disappeared. So that tells me that this is not a human being that has empathy. And that's what we're dealing with in the world today when it comes to love. And that's why that song just came out, because a lot of us are dealing with people online, and the people are just trying to get money. And they will play you for months, months, and act like they care about you just to get money. And I want to be the one to warn you not to fall for it. Because if somebody really loves you, they don't have to tell you. You already know. And that's the message that Spirit is giving us today. I want you to hear that and hear that well. Because if you're giving somebody money to show them that you love them, that is not love. That is not love. That is commercialism. And the love of money is the root of all evil. And that is what is happening to love. But the true love is a vibe that you feel. And they have come real close on some of these apps because you feed them your information that they can actually duplicate the vibe and the connection that you want to feel with another human being. It's scary, people. It's scary. It's not that people are dumb. Don't be fooled. It is not that people are dumb. People are not dumb. Some people might not be as smart as others when it comes to certain things, especially when it comes to vibrations. A lot of people don't understand that you have to have the vibes between you and another person. But they can duplicate connection. And for somebody who's not really in tune with spirit and in alignment with the universe and have the universe managing their life, the last full moon we had was a blue moon. And we were told during that reading that we needed to have freedom with parameters. And this is why we have to have parameters in our freedom. Because if we don't, we will go absolutely wild with it. Because we want so desperately to be loved. I wish my moderator was here. Um, Holy Spirit, can you please lead, guide, and direct me? And can you please withhold those who are only here to criticize and to be disrespectful? Can you please restrain them? Can you please put a hedge of protection around me and this collective to protect us from those who would criticize our beliefs because we do not criticize theirs? And thank you for the message that you're delivering today because it is ultimate importance that we understand that we are being tricked into thinking that love is something that it's not. I want you to hear me, collective. We're being tricked. If somebody tells you they love you, you should already know that. Words have no meaning unless they actually have done something to show you that. And I am going to use the example of what I believe in, which is Christ. The one who has nothing to give is not the one who does the giving. It's the one who has everything to give. And love is a sacrifice that we have to make. And that doesn't mean that you empty your pocketbook out to some asshole online. Do not give your hard earned money away to somebody for nothing. If you're not paying for goods or services, do not pay somebody. And I don't ask for money on this channel, but I put that link there to prove a point. Because I've had people telling me that they were doing super chats and super thanks just to get me to answer questions for them. Because they know my questions are accurate. Because they know that I get my questions from the source. And taking advantage of me like that, how dare you take advantage of the Holy Spirit's blessings towards you? So I want you to see how it feels to not have access to that because I put restraint on it. I have never asked anyone on this channel for money, and I never will. I will always answer your questions for free. Because what is freely given to me, I freely give to others. But do not take advantage of God's goodness towards you. And you're definitely not going to use me to do it. And making these fake profiles, shame on you. Shame on you if you're doing that. If you're pretending to be a celebrity so that you can get next to somebody. None of us are dumb enough to fall for that. The odds of actually meeting a celebrity online are slim to none. Like, it would be like winning the lottery twice in 1 week. That's how low the odds of meeting a celebrity online is. And then they throw you this bone about their management insisting that they get paid for you to be in their life and tell you how much they want to marry you and all this other, this, that, and the third. But see, sometimes what ends up happening is that person catches feelings for the one that they're trying to play, and the player gets played. Seen it happen. Seen it happen more than once. And it's sad. It's the saddest thing I've ever experienced in my life. Because true love is free. And it's very easy to show love. But to speak it and not show it is not true love. And I want you to remember that, okay? All right, we're going to start pulling cards and go ahead and get started. I got to turn the light on. I don't really know what message Spirit has today, but I know it has to do with the music that came out. Don't tell me you love me, show me. More than words. I need more than words. Human beings need touch. Do you know when a baby is born that if it's not touched, cuddled, loved, kissed, hugged, that it doesn't develop properly? It has to bond with a mother or a father or both, hopefully both, to develop properly. And if you go long enough without human touch, it can make you sick. Human touch is therapeutic. And when you get older, you still need it. Having someone to hold your hand, having someone to rub your shoulder. When you're having a tough day, having someone to give you a hug, to kiss you on your head, to just hold you, to lay beside you in bed and have their arm and their leg over you. That's love. That's love. Being there when shit gets hard, when the doctor gives you that diagnosis that's so scary, it's important for the people who care about you to not just call you and say, "Hey, I'm praying for you." No, they need to come and see you. And they need to be there for you. That's true love. And I've been through this. I know what I'm talking about. Since last August, when I fell off that ladder and got hurt, I have had no one except for my mother, my best friend Stacy, and my 3 daughters. And that is it. And I've nearly lost my home to foreclosure. I've nearly lost my car. My car is still in jeopardy. I just went back to work on the 27th, and I had a guy tell me earlier in the week that he needed me to send him money so he could do a concert, that he couldn't get his guitar that he ordered, and wanted me to send him $300. I said, "Sweetheart, unless this is life or death, forget about it. I'm not sending you anything. I care about you because you're a human being. But after everything you've watched me go through, because I've been talking to this guy since January, trying to get him to understand what true love is, and he doesn't even know I'm doing it. He thinks I'm falling for his bullshit. No, honey, I know what you're up to. I'm trying to get you to see that you don't understand love. I have been put in your life to show you not to fall for your bullshit, but because God loves you so much that God is showing you grace. When right now you should be getting karma. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the wheel show up in today's reading and the tower. Because some of us are going to have moments of clarity. Spirit is fed up. I feel it. Spirit is fed up with people online playing games with other people's emotions. It is not okay. It is not okay. The universe is not going to bless you. And anything you do get is going to be taken from you double. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? You do not play games with people's emotions. Thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing, sharing, hyping, whatever you can do to help me grow my little channel. Yes, I know it's small, but everybody that's on this channel is a real sub. I haven't paid for any of these subscribers. So thank you if you're here, and if you're returning, thank you. If you're new here, welcome. I'm not a typical reader. I'm probably not even a reader at all. I am more of, I'm not going to say what I am. God knows what I am. I am here to show you what true love is all about. And I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you. And I'm not going to make you think that everything's okay if it's not. I'm going to be real with you. If you don't get your smoke money, you better get a damn job, is all I can tell you. All right, let's get started. Thank God for my job. I'm loving it. It's going really well. I'm working with troubled youth, which is not easy. It's very stressful, but I'm enjoying it. It's different. I've never worked with kids before. I've always worked with adults. Oh, wait, there's a card hiding, and it's stuck to the table like glue. The star card. The star is what comes after the tower. So some of us may have already had that tower. And the tower only comes not to destroy your life, but to tear down the things that you have built up in your life that aren't going to be sustainable in the future. It's like false security, and the universe says, hey, that's not real security, and we can't allow you to build on that. So we have to tear that down, and it's uncomfortable when we go through those tower moments. Tower can be anything from a thought to a catastrophe, depending on what is needed to tear down your whatever you've built that was so dishonest. All right, so I'm going to put the star in the middle. If it was meant to, it'll come back out. That's Aquarius. And we also have the Hermit in reverse. So someone's coming out of a place where they've been really searching deep within themselves, in their soul. All right, Spirit, show me how you're working in this collective. And the people that are trying to disturb the reading, I have it on Do Not Disturb. I don't know how they're getting through. There's the Hermit in reverse that fell out. I'm going to keep that. So somebody is either refusing, this can also be someone who's refusing to go deep enough. They're just not willing to look at themselves. They're not willing to wise up. They're not willing to gain wisdom that the universe is desperately wanting them to gain. They're just either not willing, or it can be someone who has been and they have decided, you know what, my thinking's been all wrong about this. I've decided that this is not what I thought. It's different than I thought. It's like you get this wisdom, you wise up. Spirit told me to stop for a moment. The Emperor in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Spirit told me to stop for a moment and get virtues. Show me how you're working. Thank you so very much. Spirit's working on people's faith and on what they do for service, their work. So, this is about what you do to make money. And it's also about using your hands, feet, and heart to honor God and love others. Not just tell them I love you, but show them. And then also working on your face. There's also some disrespect that Spirit's working on. Someone's been disrespectful. And being gentle with someone, not being so angry and mean and hateful. Okay, so we're going to put the disrespect on the table too. All right, so I think that this person is maybe refusing. I think that they're not willing to be in their masculine energy, and being in masculine energy is just doing something. Feminine energy doesn't do anything. It creates. It's a mind type feel. It's like it's an energy of earth. It's an energy of giving birth to ideas. But the emperor is actually the side of ourselves that takes those ideas that you get in hermit mode and puts them in action. But see, this person, I don't think they're willing to learn any lessons. I think they think what they're doing is okay. But we're going to pull a card on that and find out what's going on. What's the energy to overcome? Because that feels like the energy. But Spirit's working on somebody who won't go deep. They're not willing to look at themselves. The Lovers came out. Gemini's here. So we have Virgo and Gemini so far. The Lovers is a card about a very significant choice in your life. So someone, and there's your strength, there's Leo on the bottom of the deck. Someone has a significant choice to make. Somehow black and white is significant because see how we have the black and the white colors? Holding hands is significant. Someone here is two-faced. They are like living a double life. They may not want people to know that they're in love with someone of a different race. All right, and what's going to pull this together? What's going to pull this together? Whoa. The Emperor came out with temperance in reverse. So this person is not doing anything to show you that they love you. And someone has like temperance is when you're being real patient and you're giving someone time to make that decision. You're tired of this. You're fed up and you also have secret knowledge of the universe. You know what true love is because you are the embodiment of it as the high priestess. She holds all the holy scriptures. She holds all the holy manuscripts of the universe. She holds the Kabbalah. She holds all of the secrets. She knows the laws of the universe. She understands how they work. She understands the planets. She understands the plan. She knows God's plan. She's aware of God's plan. And she can't be fooled by false pretenses and lies. She not only can't, she won't. All right, so I'm being shown a specific deck. I'm going to use a couple of decks here, but I want to find out, thank you, sweetheart, how this might have happened because this is circumstantial, okay? And this is something that's happening. Oh, I had some. Oh, I got the wrong deck. Spirit, why did I get the wrong deck? Why did I grab the wrong deck? Was I supposed to grab this deck? Because there's a card in the wrong deck. That's why. That's why. Okay. I wonder if there's any more. All right, we'll probably use this deck, but that's why I grabbed the wrong deck because the card that was on the front was the card for the deck I was supposed to grab. Okay, so let's see what that card was. Fighting it? Was it fighting it or was it this one? It was this one. Burdens. Somehow this has to do with burdens. Someone's cards are coming out in reverse. All of your cards except for the energy to overcome, which is you making a choice. You have a choice. You can either use this as a lesson and learn and grow in your faith and in how you treat people with respect and be gentle, or you can choose to be what I see right here. And this person is scared, they're afraid. They're afraid of something. Let's find out what's going on here. Something happened here. What happened here? What's the lesson they need to learn, Spirit, when it comes to the hermit? It's about a friendship that needs one last chance. So you have a friend in your life. Oh, practice forgiveness is. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on. Oh my goodness. Look. Wrong deck. Karmics. I don't do this. This is not something that I have set up to happen. It just is happening. There's an apology needed that's not been given. Somebody needs to practice forgiveness and somebody needs to make them prove it with feminine energy. Divine feminine is here, y'all. This does not happen by accident, I promise you. Oh my goodness, there's more. Somebody's also paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. They're paranoid. That's look, there's more. Oh my goodness. Somebody feels like this is not hopeless. I think they do feel like it's hopeless, and that's where your faith is going to come in because it's truly not hopeless. There's never anything, unless you no longer have breath in your body, it's not hopeless. But see, you have to make a decision to go deeper to search your soul about what you've done here. And this is what it has to do with right here. It has to do with third parties, haters, and lessons learned. So you have had some people that hated on you and they were teaching you lessons, but they were also third parties that could have been like drugs, alcohol, anything that's it could have been work, it could have been your work, it could have been working on something that was causing you to be hated and to learn lessons. And then somebody owes you an apology, but they won't. And Spirit saying, forgive them anyway, but make them prove it. So now your words need to have action. You can no longer keep coming to me, just like the song said. See how the song shapes the reading? You can't keep coming to me and not apologizing to me and not showing me that you're sorry. I'm not going to keep taking you back just because you say you're sorry. You have to show me that you're sorry. Do something to show me that you care about me, because you hurt this person and you will not even apologize. Or let me say it like this person hurt you and they will not even apologize to you. And Spirit saying, forgive, because we should always forgive, but it's time to make them prove it that they really are sorry. Divine Feminine is here. This is gentleness, nurturing, and mothering. That's the feminine energy I was talking about. There's a feminine energy here that's upright. That means that side of yourself, or that person in your life that's a feminine energy, male or female, it doesn't matter. These are general readings, so gender is not even an issue. But there's a feminine energy that needs to forgive, but needs to make somebody prove it, because they have been doing karmic things and not apologizing for what they've been doing. They've become paranoid. So it's like they're hiding who they are, like super hiding it. They don't even want to put like a profile picture online because they're so afraid they're going to get caught doing what they're doing. Because when people extort money from you online, that is illegal. In the FBI and Homeland Security, if they can catch you, they will prosecute you. So what you're doing is illegal. But it's not hopeless. You think it's hopeless, but it's not. I'm going to find out why that is. All right. And on the bottom of the deck, it says, let them go. So it's time for you to let them go. This person is not willing to search their soul about their behavior. They're not willing to apologize, or they're just simply saying they're sorry. But when someone tells you they're sorry and they keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, that's not really being sorry, is it? It's when we change our behavior that we're actually sorry. And that's why Spirit's saying, make them prove it. This person is dealing with the divine feminine. And I think the way they've treated this person has caused them to become paranoid, because they know the universe will kick their ass for how they've treated this high priestess. Underneath that, we have the devil and we have strength. So, what this person has been through has made them incredibly strong. This is a feminine energy who is so gifted spiritually that you do not even see what they're doing because they keep it secret. The high priestess is a very secretive energy. She doesn't reveal what she's actually up to. The universe is telling her what steps to take, what to do next, what to say next. The creator has control over her tongue, when to keep it shut and when to open it. And the words that come out are coming from the creator. That's who you're dealing with here. And it's a feminine, okay? From what I'm seeing so far. Reverse any roles you need to. All right, there's unsent messages and let them go in reverse. It's like you want to let this person go so bad. There's another card in the wrong deck, y'all. This is a deep, deep situation that needs to be remedied. It's time. I'm hearing it's time for this person to either search their soul and see the error of their ways and the way that they've been treating you, or for you to give them up. Look, someone has been suffering in silence. So there's suffering, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. And they're doing that in silence. They're not telling anybody. You remember I said she doesn't tell anybody what's going on with her because she has a relationship with the Creator. She speaks to the Creator. The Creator manages her life. She goes behind the veil. She's like the priest in the Old Testament. The only person allowed behind that veil was the priest. And that's what this represents. Let them go. It keeps coming out on the bottom of the deck. All right. Why is the hermit here? Because somebody had a desire to win and they wouldn't let somebody go. So they really want to be with this person and they're not letting them go. Why are they not see what is this? Why is the hermit here? There we go. Because of somebody having a lot of flings. I've been sleeping around, sometimes one night stands. Hey baby, I'm doing good. Good to have you, Arushi. Thank you for being here. I'm Kailash is supposed to be here. If you want to help me moderate, I appreciate it. If you can't, I understand though. Okay. So this person is somebody who sleeps around and they have one night stands. That's what they don't want to look at. They don't want to look at the fact, and that's why they owe you an apology. This person is a hoe for show. You ever heard that saying? Thank you, Arishi. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you. Thank you. If you're resonating with what I'm saying, please let me know. All right, so this is what they don't want to look at is that they need to stop having these flings. All right, what's the choice? Hmm. This person is desperate because you have erased them. I deleted everything that reminded me of you. And I need answers. Talk to me. I'm going mad trying to understand. So they don't understand why you erased them from your life and why you don't miss them anymore. You don't even miss this person. You made a choice to delete this person and they don't understand why you don't miss them. But the reason why you don't miss them is because all you're doing is having flings. You're telling people that you love them and you're just moving on to the next fling. I'm saying you because I'm reading what I'm seeing, and for some of you this might be you, but for most of you it's probably the person you're dealing with. So please don't take offense to the way that I read. I only read from one perspective, and I read the perspective that I see. All right, why is temperance here? It might not be you, it might be somebody that you're dealing with that's doing this. Those are the burdens. You remember the burdens we saw? This person, it's like, I am so tired of being under this burden. I can't take this burden anymore. This burden, I've been carrying it for so long. It is about to crush me. What's the burden? I think it's what they're doing to you. The decision, they have to make a decision to stop fantasizing. If I don't stop fantasizing, this person is going to erase me from their life. You may have told this person what we saw here. This is karmic. I'm tired of the karma. You never tell me you're sorry or it's not sincere. I'm constantly forgiving you, but now you have to prove to me. Divine Feminine is here. Somebody is paranoid. They feel like this is not hopeless, but they're suffering in silence. And it has to do with them. It's like they just whore hop. They go from one person to the next, sleeping around. And this person needs to make a decision to stop doing that and fantasizing because it's causing a burden. All right, why is the Emperor in reverse? Because he's definitely got to do something to change this. Huh. You think you're going to get one last chance, but somebody's going to get away. You're not going to have another chance with this person. This person's not giving you another chance. If you thought they were, they're not. And now you regret it because you know what you were doing was wrong. But you're not willing to look at it deep enough to stop doing it. Don't tell me how you feel. Show me. But see, you can't show somebody how you feel if all you're having are flings. Because you don't really have feelings. You just want to fuck. Excuse my language. And see, women catch feelings easy, especially when sex is involved. Why is the high priestess here? This should be interesting. Huh. Because she has control. She controls this by saying, you first. I'm not moving. You know where to find me. I'm not coming to you. I'm done with you. Remember, I told you she has secrets? She's in control here. You think you are, but she's the one in control here. Spirit is controlling her and telling her, don't go to that person. Make them come to you. They have a desire to win. They want to look better, do better, and get someone hotter. And that's all they're doing when they have these flings is they're finding somebody that they're sexually attracted to. They're using them for sex. And by doing this, it's like they forget about something. And maybe they forget about how much they miss you for a minute, but then it makes them feel desperate. And they have to make a choice about this. This is the energy to overcome. Is you feeling desperate and forgotten. Someone feels desperate and forgotten, and someone has flings. What are they going to do about the flings? There's gossip. Jesus, have mercy. Take it slow in reverse. So someone was moving incredibly fast here. This is a very interesting reading, I have to say. Haven't seen one like this ever. All right, Spirit, talk to me about the gossip. What's the gossip here? That someone was fake flexing and saying that there was a girl fight, but there wasn't. There wasn't a girl. There was no girls fighting over this person. Somebody was saying that there was two girls fighting. There was probably another woman that was saying, "Your woman is blowing my phone up with text messages," and someone was fake flexing. Why were they doing that? Because this person that does this is a wolf in sheep's clothing. They're not what they pretend to be. They lie. They act like they got money and they don't. And they want girls to fight over them. But these women aren't fighting over you. Competing, arguing, a war, competing, at war and competing. They're not doing that though. They know you're a wolf in sheep's clothing and you're fake flexing. Marrying for money, fake accounts. Someone uses fake accounts and they're trying to marry for money. What's going to be the outcome for this person that has these flings? The moving came out in reverse. Creativity is here and haunted. This person can't move on because okay, last quarter moon in Pisces, we just went into half dark. Oh, Pisces energy is at play, and that's what we see on the bottom of the deck. Is that Piscean energy that's coming in right now? Somebody is not able to move, and they're stealing your ideas, copying your work, duplicating it, and they're feeding off of you. And they're going to be haunted by memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects of doing this. There's also travel showing up. Why can't they move? Why are they not moving? It's like they can't or they won't move. Because there's something that they need to clean up. This is played out, and they don't have the inside scoop. So something needed to be cleaned. It was dirty. It was something dirty. They could have done you dirty and it's just played out. Because this person was like, I took a closer look, I got nosy and up in your business, and I realized that I need to clean up my act. I need to stop doing this. They're moving on. This person you're dealing with, or you are dealing with someone and you're sick of it, so you're moving on. They're just a fake flexer and they try to cause women to fight over them. What kind of person is that insecure and desperate, y'all? Come on. What is wrong with this collective? Come on, y'all. We can do better than this. And even if you're not doing this, if you're just dealing with the one who is, thank God you're not going to give them another chance. And you are moving on. Because they don't deserve your attention, your time, or anything else. You just need to block them on all your social media. And if they try to come back with a different account, block them again. Because this person is not who they pretend to be. And you're controlling yourself. Huh? And you're like, you're not going to, if you think I'm coming to you, you're wrong. You know where to find me. You know where I live. I'm in control of what I do. I let spirit tell me which steps to take. And you are not going to be a step for this person. I can tell you that right now. This person and this high priestess are not going to be together because she is not going to give in. She is being controlled by her faith. What she does to show love is controlled by her faith. And yours needs to be, or this person, I'm not going to say you, but whoever you're dealing with here needs to learn how to show love rather than just speak about it. Because their depth why did I say her? It could be a her. Their depth is just to have sex, flings. They don't want to have connection. They don't want to have honesty and genuine concern and compassion. They don't want to build with you. They don't want to have a future with you. They don't see themselves building a future with you. All they can see is the sex. That is not okay. That is not love. And that's why you're telling this person, I don't want to hear the words anymore. And I'm taking them away so that you can no longer keep apologizing to me and not meaning it. Prove it to me. If you're really sorry and you want me to forgive you, make them prove it. It's time to prove it. All right. I did want to pull the vibes because they came out of the wrong deck. So we're gonna pull the vibes on this. So remember I said they felt hopeless. There is hope. There is hope, but there's distance here, and there needs to be something done. Either this person acts distant or they're at a distance. And I think for most of you, this is an online thing. All right, why is the hermit in reverse? What's the vibe for that hermit in reverse? What's his vibe or her vibe? They're daydreaming. but they're antisocial and they're clinging to an ex, an old relationship, and they're in their feelings and silently feeling left out. This person is daydreaming. They got their head in the clouds. They're delusional, and they have hopes and dreams for an ex, for an ex that won't even talk to them. It doesn't look like they talk to anybody. And you're not quite there yet, but you're getting tired of this. Why are you having to make a choice? What's the vibe about your choice? Yeah, you're daydreaming about an ex that don't care about you at all. What's the vibe of the ex? Two faced. Remember I said somebody was two faced? Yeah, cutting ties and harmony. They don't want you to cut ties with them because they want you to keep the harmony. I'm gonna find out why. Hold on. Why is the lovers here? Because of that distance, being hopeful, healing, isolation, and suffering in silence. Okay. Why is temperance here? Why is the temperance card showing up? Because you've burned that bridge. You were a psychopath and you were toxic. Somebody got tired of you being toxic and being a psycho in the past. And they were like, you have totally lost all trust. I don't trust you. You're not loyal. And I'm turning my back on you. Why is the Emperor here? Because Archangel Michael is dealing with that paranoia. This Emperor is so paranoid. Archangel Michael is making this person feel scared because of the way they've treated you. And they should be. They should be. They've taken advantage of someone who's extremely, extremely gifted spiritually and who loves unconditionally. And there she is again, the divine feminine. Why is the high priestess here again? May I see, please? Because of divine masculine. This high priestess may be a divine masculine or is looking for one because this is a different divine masculine. This one over here, Archangel Michael is making them paranoid. But this high priestess, the one that's not moving and she's saying, you know where to find me, she's going to actually find a divine masculine. And he could be very handsome. He could be light skinned but dark skinned at the same time. And this is you're not established somehow. There's no established not having structure in your life. Like you don't have anywhere to stay. You can't move. There is healing happening. You're making the choice to heal from a very toxic situation. And Archangel Michael is helping this masculine right here who you've lost your patience with because they're two-faced and all kinds of nasty vibes with their paranoia. This person is very paranoid. Archangel Michael is trying to help them maybe to not be so paranoid. All right, now we're going to find out why this person did this to you. For real, for real. Show me why the hermit mode is here. Why is someone in hermit mode? Because of their core values. They're struggling with their true core beliefs. You may differ in details, but you agree on the non negotiables. You don't have to reroute your values or override your instincts for them. Don't. And that's what the high priestess is showing you here is you need to say, look, I'm not getting involved with this. This is not healthy. It's not good for me. And I'm worth more. Okay. All right. Why is the lovers here? Woo. because you don't want to be codependent anymore. Somebody's been doing that in and out hot and cold thing with you. There's been infidelity. It caused your home to break up and for you to be bickering. So you're having to make your choice about leaving a marriage or a relationship because of someone's having flings. All right, why is temperance here? This person's been cheating on you and you caught them because of you growing apart and somebody being jealous and controlling. And why is the emperor here? You've grown apart from this person. You don't want to be with them anymore, and I don't blame you. You're going to find somebody better, also. We saw that. Somebody better is on the way. Be patient. Somebody is at a distance from you, but they're not going to be anymore. It's like this person wants to come towards you. Why do they want to come towards you? What's the high priestess? She knows why. Why do they want to come towards you? Because they want to build something with you. So there is someone that's coming towards her that wants to build something with her. And you guys are communicating, but they're dealing with another person that was not faithful in their marriage, that was having flings. So this person that won't go deep, what how spirit's working is spirit's not letting them go deep because this person is not meant to be with this person. They're meant to be with you. Is what it's looking like to me. It's taking a different shape now that we have these cards coming out. It looks like they're getting out of a very unhealthy relationship that they've been in, married to someone possibly, and they're coming towards you to build something with you. I should have asked the outcome, but I'm getting ready to. We're going to pull tarot on this. All right. Why is the Hermit here? Because of the Two of Swords and the Knight of Cups in reverse. If someone is wondering if they should withdraw their love, what they're soul searching about, but not very deeply, is if someone, it's like they don't think you'll ever stop showing them love, that you'll just put up with this all the rest of your life. Why is the Hermit here? You're not going to put up with this. I promise you, you're not. Because of the Hermit in reverse, when that happens, the universe has taken control of the situation. As a reader, when a major card clarifies itself, and it just did, I want to show you. This person needs to search their soul. And look, it's because of their toxic ways, their infidelity, their sleeping around, the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Major arcanas just clarified a major arcana. This is something major happening in someone's life. This is not small potatoes. This is not French fries, okay? All right, why is the Lovers here? Because of the Star in reverse. This choice down here that you're trying to make, there's no hope. Spirit saying there's no hope, or you think there's no hope. Thank you for the likes. Why is temperance in reverse? Thank you for watching. Because of this person becoming independent, being able to be abundant and have what they need to take care of themselves. The Nine of Pentacles is everything you need to be ready for a relationship with someone because you have the ability to take care of yourself. See, when you get in a relationship with somebody so that person can take care of you, that's not healthy. And that makes people become very controlling over one another. And they start having these power dynamics going on. But this right here is saying this person, what you're being patient about or losing your patience about is them needing to grow up and be able to take care of themselves. All right, why is the Emperor in reverse? It looks like they're going to do that. This may actually be the same Emperor. They're just showing up and doing. Holy cow, y'all are not gonna believe what just came out. The the Leo is here. Let me tell you first of all, we have Hermit, Virgo. That's twice Virgo and Capricorn. A lot of Earth on this board. Then we have Leo, the Strength card, the Two of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Six of Swords upright. So someone does not realize that you've made a decision to be strong about this and move on. They don't realize you're not playing this game anymore. You're over this game. Whereas you're over here using your intuition, they think they have a choice, that they have some choice still. There's no choice. You made the choice. You decided, I'm going to be stronger than this. I'm not going to keep living my life like this. All right, why is the High Priestess here? You have a lot of major arcanas clarifying themselves. Why is the High Priestess here? Because of the Chariot. Holy cow. When the Chariot comes out, whatever's going on the board, you don't see it coming, but you are about to overcome this. You're going to take the reins of your own life and start steering the car. And when you take these reins, this is not an easy task because you're dealing with a black and a white lion, a yin and a yang, a good versus evil type thing. So you're having to make decisions that are balanced based on information that you get. And you're getting your information from the source of how to move forward here. So when you take the reins of this, these two sphinxes that are moving, making it move, they're going to be controlled by spirit. Where you go is being controlled by the universe because you're allowing your intuition to move you forward on this journey. And that is why you're showing up having strength, and you don't realize that somebody's already decided that they are not going to stay here. So this, and look, the Eight of Wands is in reverse. So that's that lack of motion. It's like, I don't want to move, but there's going to be movement. All right, why is there no hope? Because I don't think you're going to give this person a second chance. Yeah, the Magician just came out with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're manifesting a new love, but you're not, for some reason, you're not in love, and there's no hope for you to be. Why is there no hope? There's a Queen of Wands in reverse, a very sexy, charismatic woman typically, but when she's in reverse, she's pissed. That's that Leo vibe. Why are you not having this new love? Because of the King of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So we have Gemini here, we have Sagittarius here, we have Leo here, we have Capricorn for Virgo and Taurus. We have Pisces twice, we have Capricorn, we have Virgo. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but there is a king that is typically um, someone who will take charge of a situation and bring it back into order. But this person is so scared and so paranoid of what'll happen if they try to do anything, that they instead are taking from other people that are helping them. Like, people are giving them money to help them because this person is so scared. The Nine of Wands. Typically, the Nine of Wands is represented by somebody who is overburdened. But in this deck, it's showing up as someone who is, I can't take, I'm not letting anyone in. No one's getting in. It's like this person's not going to let anyone into their life. That's why the love is in reverse, because you're not getting into my house. I don't know why I said house. You're not getting into my life unless you give me some money. You got to pay me if you want if you want to be here. And someone is going to come in real fast for some reason, maybe to try to stop you. Why is Sagittarius coming in so fast here? because there's about to be a wheel that's going to show you what direction you need to go in. So there's a person that's going to come in and say, "Hey, wait. Don't give them any money. The universe is about to make your fortune. You're going to have fortune. Look for your fortune." What is your fortune going to be? Look, fear. Oh, you're not going to have good fortune. You need to be afraid because you've been taking money from people, then hiding. You've been ghosting people. You've been taking money and ghosting people, pretending like you love them. And then when they send you money, you run, you hide, you change profiles, and you use other people's names to do it, to make it look like they're a thief. You're stealing their creativity. You're stealing people's pictures. How dare you? The universe is about to bring you karma, and it's going to make you paranoid, full of fear. And you will not have control. This is out of your control. What's going to happen to this person, Spirit? Somebody's going to come in and say, "Listen, I want you to hear the truth about your house, your marriage, your relationship." They're leaving with the truth. Why are they leaving with the truth? It's like they're leaving your house after telling you the truth because of you being so stubborn when it comes to just a little bit of money. This is going to cause the death of you. You are acting like a complete child. See, I don't want that. That's not enough. You don't have enough. You're not offering me enough. Because you're not offering me enough, I'm not going to take it. And that's why this person's leaving your house. They don't want to live with somebody like that anymore. They're tired of living with someone, and they're coming in and saying the truth to you is that if my love isn't enough, then I'm leaving you. This is going to kill somebody. This is going to devastate somebody when this happens to them. Why is the chariot here? They're getting over this because of, oh, you're going to try to steal their happy ever after. The Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the World in reverse. This is almost over. What's happening here? There's about to become a way to stop it. The universe is coming up with a plan to stop this behavior. And when it happens, you're going to steal somebody's happy ever after. That's why it's ending. The universe is ending this chapter. Somebody is going to decide, you know what, I'm not living like this. I would rather take a risk on anything else the universe has for me than to keep living like this because you don't know how to show love unless somebody gives you money. You only care about money. That's all you care about. And you have flings with people just to get money, I think. Some of you. Not you, but the people you're dealing with. Some of them could be prostituting themselves. Time for anal in reverse. Some of them could be having same sex commitments, or not commitments, but flings, just to make money for drugs. This could be somebody with a drug habit. We saw the devil in reverse. And this is about how you're working using your hands, feet, and heart and your faith. God wants you to have faith when it comes to the type of job you're doing and being gentle and stop being disrespectful It's disrespectful to lie to people about who you are, to steal their money and then ghost them and have all of these flings with people. You're just having fling after fling after fling and pretending like you care about these people, and you could care less. This angers me. You could care less about these people. These people want to be loved. They want to be touched. They want real connection. They want somebody who vibrates at their level. But see, they vibrate very high. And when the devil shows up in their spread, the devil shows up in their spread as something positive that's going to bring what they need to be strong. And this chapter is over. This chapter is over. Whatever this person has been allowing, it's over. They're not allowing it anymore. You're not going to tell me you love me. You're going to freaking show me. You remember that movie, Show Me the Money? Show me the money? Well, how about show me the love? Show me the love. Show me the love. People have gotten so hung up on money that they don't have a clue what true love looks like anymore. True love could slap them in the ass. And they would not recognize it. That's sad. That's sad. May I have angel affirmations, please, for this collective? This collective needs some guidance. Angel affirmations, please. Thank you so very much. Abundance flows effortlessly into my life. It is natural for me to thrive. Message from Archangel Ariel or Ariel. Call upon me, the Archangel of Manifestation, to bring abundance and prosperity into your life. And you're going to do that. You're going to do that. My prayers are always heard and always answered. I receive angelic guidance with perfect clarity. And see, that's this high priestess over here. With my feet on earth and my head in heaven, I deliver your prayers directly to the divine and return the answers back to you. So you're going to get like instant answers to your prayers. When you ask for something, it's going to show up. And I am worthy of unconditional love. I open my heart to love's infinite possibilities. As a vibrational matchmaker, I can draw deeply powerful relationships into your life, both romantic and platonic. So, where you've been desiring this true connection, call on this angel, Raphael, and ask Spirit to bring genuine and true connection. And you're going to also have abundance. You're going to have not only a new love, but a very abundant life with this person because it's going to be true love. And the two of you are going to build something together. You're going to work together to bring your life into alignment with Spirit's plan for your life. May I have one card, please, for this collective? Because I cannot see. The Wise Woman of Wonderland. I ordered a pair of glasses this week, and they should be here in the next 2 to 8 weeks. That's what they told me. Number 21. The last time I went, I couldn't order them. I had to come back for another appointment. They were checking my health the last time. This time they did my vision test. And you know how they have that chart and you can tell like the top line and then it goes down and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. In this eye, I could only see not the top line but the line below it, and they had to adjust it so I could see it clearly. And in this eye, I could only see the top line and they had to adjust it so I could see it clearly. So I am almost blind. Almost blind. The Wise Woman of Wonderland. The wise woman of Wonderland brings integrity to thought, word, and deed. She lets you know that as long as you're in the flow of honesty and being true to your word, she keeps you under her protection and care. When she appears as your ally, she signals a time of honesty paying off, yielding greater dividends than you expected. You'll be thankful that you remained faithful and loyal to your path. She reminds you that compromise isn't always an option. Stay true to yourself first and foremost. Although it may appear that you could lose something as a result, you can never lose what is truly yours. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do not give in to this person. Make them prove it that they love you. Not say it, show it. And don't give them anything. Don't give them your money. Don't give them your time. Don't give them your attention because they're only playing with your emotions. Okay? The Ice Queen in reverse, number 28. And the universe is about to take control of the situation, so don't worry about it. They have some bad karma coming. When the Ice Queen comes to challenge you, she asks to look at at the illustration of ownership. Excuse me. Do you believe that you truly own anything in the world? For example, do any of us really own land? Do we own ideas, or is it that we simply laid claim to something we believe we're entitled to? Even inspiration is borrowed from spirit and shared by all in the field of divine consciousness that permeates everything. Others have thought of even your most ingenious ideas somewhere else in time, and so what? Who cares? Life incarnate is short. When you transition, you take nothing with you. Nothing with you from this material world. The Ice Queen calls upon you to realize your hold on your relationships, your belongings, your home, and all aspects of your life. Let life flow as it will. Everything is impermanent. Once you recognize that, everything is seen as a living miracle, and it really is. And you won't be frozen into self induced limitations. It's time to let go of ownership in general and be grateful for and enjoy what you've been gifted with. I'm going to let you take that as it resonates for your life because I know that it does. It resonated to the entire reading, and Spirit is amazing. Amazing. All right, I'm going to pull some trinkets. Arushi, baby, are you still here? Trinkets for the Awakened Spirit. Okay, I have a very fancy ring, a guitar playing skeleton, a bonefish, somehow bonefish, the Eiffel Tower, a sunflower. It takes a big heart to teach little minds. A fleur de lis, a snake, a star, a dime, a horse or a Mustang, a bird, huh? Another bird. Oh, Cosmo needs a mate. A fish for Pisces. That's two fish we've seen. And look, somebody might live in Florida or be planning to go to Disney World. We have a Disney key. We have that little mouse again. We have kind, free, true to your heart, happy, at peace, thankful, brave, and compassionate. And we have me versus me. Because it really is you versus you. You have to be the one to go into hermit mode and do that soul searching and find out what it is that needs to change. And for whoever you are or for whoever you're dealing with, they have flings. They don't get serious with anybody. They just play with people's emotions. And then, oh, the fortune cookie. Hmm. I'm like Dory. If you ever notice, I'm like, oh, yeah, Spirit. No profit grows where there is no pleasure to be had. So good luck profiting off of other people. That's not bringing pleasure to anyone except you, your pockets, the person profiting their pockets. And if that's the only person getting pleasure, that's not going to grow. But now I do have a deck of cards over here that I created to get lottery numbers, and I'm going to try it, and I'm going to keep trying it until I hit. I've actually won. I had a man that he owned a store, and he asked me. I was talking to him about my gift, and I told him I had a premonition of the Twin Towers. Anyway, he asked me could I do that with the lottery, and I said I don't know. I've never tried. And he said, "Well, let's try." And he pulled $20 cards. He said, "You point to the card, and I'll scratch it." So I pointed to the cards 6 times. He won $100 in a row. I said, "Stop. There's no more winners." And he said, I've got to see. So he scratched another card. He chose, and there was no winner. It was a losing card. But he won $600. And do you think he offered to share any of that money with me? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. He did not. All right. No, you can ask one. Are you still here, Christy? Whoever the two people are who are still here may ask questions. Hey, Kailash. I'm so thankful you're here. Can you give me just a second? I need to go grab a Coke. Okay, Christy. Kailash, give me a little list, and it's going to be a short one today, maybe like 5 or 6 people, okay? And I'm happy to answer questions. And you don't have to leave a donation. I just was trying to make a point of how it would feel if you came here with no money and wanted to hear from God and you had to pay and couldn't. That wouldn't be very fun, would it? No profit grows where there's no pleasure to be had. And if you can't get pleasure out of my readings, I'm not going to profit. If you're blessed and you want to bless me, you go right ahead. But I would never ask you for anything. Okay? All right. when I come back, I'm gonna answer questions, and I'm also gonna pull from this deck. I'll be back in just a moment. Thank you for allowing me to have a little break. I needed to stretch my legs. I do have a damaged sciatic nerve and it hurts to sit for too long. Okay, I'm going to pull these while I get ready for the questions. What spiritual gifts are you working on in this collective? We know Spirit is working on us realizing the truth about love. A lot came out. All right, the clouds are here. Somehow the clouds are significant. I don't understand that, but somebody will. Music is a factor, and we saw that in the music and how it shaped the reading. Someone is not learning any wisdom. We saw that in the reading. They're not grounded. They need to get outside in nature and get grounded. And they're not able to juggle it all. They're not able to juggle everything. They're not able to manifest anything. And they need to see life from a different perspective. They need to see life from Spirit's perspective. Take it as it resonates. Spirit said to go one more time. Your mirror is upside down. So you're not seeing the right reflection in the mirror. What you're seeing in the mirror is not the other person. You're seeing yourself. It's a distorted version. And there's going to be communication somehow. Someone is going to want to talk to you about something. Excuse me. What do they want to say to us, Spirit? What do they want to say when they communicate? I'm scared of rejection. All right, what would you say to that? I'm better with my mind than my heart, and I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. So, someone here is afraid you're going to reject them, and you would say to them, I'm better with my mind than my heart, and I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. And you are so different from anyone around me. So, you are different. This person is afraid of you rejecting them, ghosting them getting close to you because they're afraid if they do, all you're going to want is sex or whatever it is you want, money, and then you're just going to disappear. And you're saying, I really am better with my mind than my heart. Like, I don't know how to love. You're being honest. You're saying, I don't know how to love. I only know how to theorize about it. I only know how to think about it. I don't know how to feel that. And I don't want to be like that anymore. You deserve better. So this person is going to acknowledge that you deserve better than they've been giving you and that you're different than anyone they've ever known. What's the truth about that? They have hurt me. This person has hurt you. And I am the man. No, you're not, sweetheart. This person is sick. They're sick. And you need to get rid of them. Get them out of your life. Block them out of your life, okay? Priya, are you the one from the UK? Or are you the one that's from India? Okay, I know who you are now. It's right here, baby. I had to have this kind for today. But this is the candle for today. It has 3 wicks. One, it's the Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. But it also represents you and someone you love and having God in that relationship, because that's what we need right now. We're not seeing that in relationships at all. I had another Priya that showed up, and I am going to get you some candles, but they were saying their name was Priya and that they were from the UK, and they sent me a super thanks or super chat for $100, but I never received it. And I thought it was you. So I answered a question for them. I stopped the reading to answer a question for them. And then I had another woman named Annie, and she was helping me moderate when Kailash wasn't here. And she sent me 40 one time and 20 another time to answer questions for her, and her money didn't go through either. So they were using credit cards with no money on them just to get it to look like they were leaving a donation, but when it tried to process through the system with YouTube, it didn't go through. So I was sitting back thinking I was going to get a payout last week or last month, and it never came through. And it taught me a valuable lesson, and that's why I put that link and pinned it to the top, or I was trying to pin it. I don't think it got pinned, but it's my my Cash App. And I said if anybody wants me to stop a reading again to answer a question for them, they're going to send me a Cash App, and they're going to put their question on the Cash App. Otherwise, you can wait till the end. And baby, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. But they were saying their name was Priya, and maybe it was, but I don't think so. I think they were using a fake profile to get me to give them answers so that they didn't have to stay. They could just get their answer and leave. And that's not fair to those of you who wait. So I will no longer be doing that. If someone wants to leave me a donation, they'll do it because they want to support this channel and because they love me and they want to show appreciation, but not because they want me to answer a question immediately. Because I've found out that you can actually pretend to leave donations, and YouTube needs to fix that. All right. So, Christy, go ahead and post if it's okay with Kailash. Did you already post, sweetheart? Yeah. What is Spirit saying I can do to improve my husband's health and our finances? I'm having trouble breathing, and I have an inhaler in there I need to use. Okay, Spirit, show me how I can answer this question. How can they improve their finances? May I see, please? You need to start planning. Somehow there's a mechanic You may need some work done on your car. You may need to plan ahead to get that done. Like you may need new tires soon, or you may need an oil change, or you may need brakes, or you may need something. You may need to buy a car, but it's saying mechanic. So it's like there's something you need to plan ahead for to work on. Maybe your finances. It looks like you may have some setbacks going on, is what I'm seeing, Christy. All right, what is the mechanic doing? Why is the mechanic here? Your husband could be a mechanic because of science. So you're working on something that has to do with science and you're planning this. What's going to be the outcome? Maybe this is about the weight loss. You're going to end up networking, and will they make any money at this? It has to do with your vehicle, your transportation. So you need to plan a mechanic to do something scientific, and it's going to help with your communication and your car. You being able to network and maybe get around or whatever. Somebody's a rebel, though. This could also be about working on something scientific. You might be buying like supplements when it comes to weight loss. Weight loss is an individual thing. It's also a very it's also hereditary. So if his family is full of people who are large and heavy, then he may be prone to stuff like diabetes. Now, I go to a wellness center and I take shots for my diabetes, and they make me lose weight very rapidly. My sister also goes. Our family is prone to being overweight, and my mother is. So, and I had to come off of the medicine, but I had lost 50 pounds and I gained 20 of it back, but I'm now losing it again. So, hopefully I can stay on the medicine this time and I won't have to take a break from it. But I had lost 50 pounds in like 3 months. So, I don't know if that's an option that he can try. I'm just saying that that does work, especially if they're pre-diabetic or diabetic. It helps, and that's what this could be talking about: is working on his metabolism. You need to plan on working on his metabolism, and but it also is talking about a vehicle that needs some work, Christy. It looks like you need to plan for a mechanic because you're going to have some problems with your car. And you're going to need to maybe see a doctor in your network or something like that. I'm trying to understand what's being said. What were you asking me then? I'm not sure what your question was, maybe. Improve his health. Okay. Let's see if he's willing to do what it takes. Is her husband willing to do what it takes to improve his health? The situation will improve with helpful people and an opportunity, all coming out in reverse. But there's no need to worry. So, whatever's going on with his health, it looks like there will be an opportunity for things to improve, and he'll have people to help him. But it doesn't look like he's ready. But Spirit's saying there's no need for you to worry about it, okay? But it does look like Spirit's saying when it comes to your money, you need to start doing something because something's going to break down on your car. Why is it breaking down? Because of something that was crafted. It's just the way it's made. It almost feels, and the rebel keeps coming out. There's a rebel. Don't rescue this rebel. There's a rebel you've been rescuing. Don't keep rescuing them. Okay? That's what I got for you today. I hope that was helpful. How are the angels helping Christie's husband with his help? Faith. There's a need to have more faith, to be inspired. And look, the angel of health is where I cut the deck. You need to trust God, okay, Christy? Outcome of trusting you, Spirit, when it comes to the husband's health and the finances. Outcome. That's that inspiration. They're gonna have inspiration. This he may be an inspiration somehow. Anything else they're doing here? Soulmate came out. I think he's your soulmate. Everything's coming out in reverse. It's like right now he's not really ready for this. Whatever is going on with his health, he's not ready to change it just yet, okay? But he might get there soon. Because it looks like there's hope. Right now, Spirit wants you to trust, okay? You're welcome, sweetheart. Wow, that's beautiful, Christy. That is beautiful. I know how it is when I was with mine for almost 22 years, and losing him was the hardest thing. I'm still trying to release that loss, that grief, And trying to find somebody online is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I mean, it's pointless even these days. Everybody I've met has been fake. Everybody. Except one guy. Um, two guys. Three. Kailash is one of them. He's not fake. And then I met a guy named David. He's not fake. And then I met a guy named Dale. He's not fake. And I've got Knox. He's not fake. I've got Priya. These are just people I talk to in private on WhatsApp. But everybody else on WhatsApp right now is fake. They're fake. And they think I'm dumb and that I don't know it. And it's not that I don't know it. I usually block them. But sometimes they actually develop a genuine friendship with me, even though they're actually there to scam people. So I don't block them. I hope that Spirit says something through me to wake them up because they're put in my life for a reason. All right, who's next? Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah, I agree with you, and I'm not planning on meeting anybody that way. Even the ones that I've known, a lot of them want, like nude pictures and stuff like that. And I'm not going to continue to send them pictures of me because I don't know what they're doing with the pictures. I'm not saying nude pictures, I'm saying like pictures in general. They might be using them to make fake profiles. Even though they're real people, they might be using them to make a fake profile to get money out of people. And I can't take that chance. Yeah, whoever's next can go. Thank you guys so much for all the love you've shown me today with the likes. I hope you've been subscribing and sharing the content. This was such an important message because a lot of us are dealing with these scammers. And we need to have a methodical way of letting Spirit manage our lives so that we can have freedom within parameters. Because if not, it can get out of control real easy. You can develop feelings for someone who's not even real. What's up, Asha? Is anybody left that wanted me to answer a question? I'm answering questions. What's up, Asha? So good to have you. Asha's one of my real friends that I talk to sometimes. Okay. Can you show me, Spirit, if Asha's health is going to get any better in the next few months? Is Asha's health going to improve? Opportunity in reverse and meditation brings answers. Will her health improve in the next few months? Ask your angels. No opportunity. May I see if Asha's health is going to improve in the next month for you? Two big happy changes and no opportunity. So something might come along that's an opportunity for you in the next few months. May I see if her health will improve? Yes, yes, like flat out yes. It is not unlikely, and yes. Communicate clearly. Is the next year going to be more healthy for Asha? No need to worry, and you're not listening to your intuition about abundance. So I think you're going to have an abundance of health over the next year. Improving health came out. Woo! Spirit is something else. Oh wow, Asha, I'm sorry. I've been coughing a lot too. And then I don't know how it is there where you all live, but we have something that's out blooming. I've never experienced it before in my life. But when I leave the house, my eyes just pour water. The eyes just water and water and water and coughing, coughing. It's like they're putting something in the air. What's up, Deej? Yes, sweetheart, everything is good. How you been? I'm glad you're doing well. Do you have a question today, Deej? Yeah, he hasn't been around much lately, has he? No helpful people. Tell you about your job? Okay. All right. Spirit, does Deej have a good job? Yes, no need to worry. Can you tell me if Deej has a good job, Spirit? Ask your angels. Yes. Does CG have a good job, Spirit? Get more information, but yes. All right. Tell me if DG has a good job, Spirit. May I see, please? Does he have a good job? Or do you have a good job for him? Whoa. Spirit's trying to say a lot to you about work. Big happy changes came out, but it came out in reverse, which means you could have some very big happy changes if you adjusted things a little. Spirit says it's up to you. See what I'm saying? Like you got to make a little bit of an adjustment and you can have some real big happy changes at work. Let's see what that might look like if you were to make those adjustments, okay? I got to find my cards. I got to find my cards. I moved everything around to kind of clean things up a bit, and now I don't know where anything is anymore. Where are my cards? There they are. Okay, I gotta get to them. I have so many cards. Good grief! I want to pull these on you also. I want to see what you need to change. I want to see a couple ways that you can make some changes in your life that will make your job better and have big happy changes. Okay. All right. The first thing I want to look at is this. What does DG need to do to have the big happy changes at work? Because you're saying it's up to him. You need guidance from spirit, DG. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. So, Spirit's trying to show you this big happy change is like another piece of your destiny unfolding. And you're going to have rewards for it. Look at all that money coming out of that chest. You could be into cryptocurrency, DG. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep doing and keep growing. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it and keep growing, okay? Never stop growing. All right. One more time I'm hearing. Anything else Deej needs to know to keep growing? There we go. Oh, Spirit just said you're. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, you're shedding, DG. You need. There's something. There's a layer of you that needs to shed that you haven't shedded. It says you are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards to work well in healing and medicine. But it came out in reverse. So it's like maybe there's still room for you to grow where you are. And there's something that's a great match or someone that's a great match for you. You are on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. Okay. Now, how does Deej not F himself when it comes to his work life? Spirit said, see the beauty. What else? Three times I'm hearing. Feel what you feel. You're not allowing yourself to feel what you feel. And there's something you need to speak up about. You need to say something about it. And you need to love your journey, okay? Sometimes our journeys are not lovable, right? But we have to love the journey anyway because it will lead us to somewhere better. And these big happy changes are coming for you. All right, what spiritual gifts? Oh, wait, that flew out. DG, your loved ones in spirit want you to know they're here and you might be seeing rainbows. If you see a rainbow, spirit is telling you it's about this money. It's about your career. There's a promise. Spirit's promising you. Your loved ones in spirit are promising you. What are you being promised? What is DG being promised? 28 and number 20 are here. DG, look, the work card came out. The hands. Doing whatever you do with your hands, baby. Your loved ones in spirit are promising you work for your hands. And you're going to grow and get rewarded. And you're going to have guidance. And look, there's the angel that's going to guide you. You're going to have a very prosperous work life. Look at you, DG. Lovely. That was a beautiful reading. It looks like you're doing great. So proud of you. And if you're not, you're about to. It's like you're on the precipice, it feels, of these big happy changes, but it is truly up to you. And it's saying don't choose a new direction and listen to your intuition, but you're not when it comes to forgiveness and asking for help from others. So it's like it's up to you. You may need to choose a new direction and listen to your intuition about forgiveness. and ask for help from others. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that, and you know what that means. I'm not going to interpret it at all. I'm gonna let you interpret what that means, but I think that you know. Okay, thank you for being here. I know, Dee, it is. It's a struggle. It's been for a lot of us. You're very welcome. I have finally found a job that's a very good fit for me, but it's so far away. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away sometimes. But they are putting an office in New Bern, which is like 18 miles. So I'm gonna stick it out because I know if I stick it out, the company's gonna grow. It's like I'm mirroring you in your work life. It's weird. We mirror each other a lot. Well, thank God I have a car, and it's a pretty reliable car. It does have quite a few miles on it, but I try to take good care of it. And pretty soon I'm going to be able to get a new car. I'm claiming that. I know God's going to help me. Because that drive is hard on my body. Sitting in that, it's not a luxury car, it's an economy car. And sitting in it that for that 2 hours can be very painful when I get home. That's what I want is to get a hybrid. That's what I want. I want it to be like I've been looking at the Honda Civics. They are actually pretty comfortable. Right now I have an HRV and it's like riding in a truck. Really. Might as well be a truck. And it's a base model. There's nothing luxurious. Like there's no seat warmers. There's no electronic ignition where you can start it in the house and have it warm when you get outside. I have none of that. And I'm used to that. That's the kind of car I'm used to driving. And it doesn't have leather seats. And mine, all my cars have always had leather seats. This is the cheapest car I've ever had, but I bought it brand new, and it's the first time I ever bought a brand new car myself with no help. So, I mean, I did what I could at the time. Is CERN gonna do something? Where's CERN? Why did he retract his message? I'm sorry we got to talking and I got lost. I'm sorry, CERN. When Cosmo got lost in the woods, and he stayed gone overnight, in case you didn't know, he I went through the woods looking for him, and the briars got my arm. Hey, Soren, is Kasuma really like? Does she really like Girish? They have a romantic relationship. Could you please clarify, ma'am? Actually, I didn't get any clear, and ma'am, guidance for you. Okay. Okay. Thank you for being here, sir. Thank you, DG. Okay, so right now, Kasuma, the one that you are in love with, I think I told you that you probably needed to move on from them last time I read for you. You may not. Oh, somehow peacock feathers might be significant to your relationship. All right, show me Surin's uh, friend here. Kasuma. How does Kasuma feel about Garish? How does Kasuma feel about Garish? May I see how she feels about Garish? This is a karmic. She's gonna let go of him, it looks like. Show me how she feels about Garish. She's hoping that they won't have any vows. Look, pardon the wrong deck. They've been fighting. She might be fighting her own feelings here. Wow, I hate when that happens because that means that there's been a card missing. All right, the Five of Wands came out. Somebody here could have a fire placement, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. She doesn't want to be in a commitment. She's hoping that there's no commitment with this person. And she wants to resolve conflict. How does she feel about CERN? Like she's better off running, not talking to you, being shallow, and having illusions. What are the illusions? She doesn't see the truth. That saying goodbye and roaming wild would be more nourishing, and that she's frozen. It's like she's so cold hearted. This girl is savage. Ooh. And somebody's receptive. Oh, her energy is so negative right now. But she's hoping. It's like, I'm going to tell you what it looks like. She looks like the one in the reading I did today that just has sex with people, flings. She doesn't want to be in a commitment. She just wants to have a good time and move on to the next commitment. I mean, not commitment, but the next sex. It looks like to me that she just uses people and moves on from them. Whatever she's using them for is what is it that she needs to work on in her life, spirit? I have them upside down by accident. Communication. Oh, card turned over. Her core values: bickering, a broken home, being. Why is it like that? Okay. All right. Let's just say core values and communication because it looks like. No, they are. That's what I thought. They're turned over. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. Okay. She doesn't realize that the two of you could make a dream team. She needs to work on her core values, stop bickering, stop breaking up her home because of infidelity, being hot and cold, stop being codependent, growing apart, being jealous and controlling, and leaving to go far away when you should be building together and communicating. And that her biological clock is ticking. But this, yeah, she's the one I was reading about. One of the ones I was reading about in the original reading. She likes to be in bed with men, I think. There's trust issues that she's dealing with, and she doesn't talk to you. She doesn't trust men at all. Communication, none. What does she need to work on? There was a lot that was trying to come out. What is she, the core of what she needs to mainly work on? Family pressure and feeling like that love doesn't last and that she doesn't want to lose her identity. Like she likes the way she is and she doesn't want to be securely attached to anybody. Right now she needs to work on the family pressures and feeling like love never lasts and like she loses her identity if she doesn't know what's secure. You remember I said in the beginning, if you were here, I don't know if you heard it or not, but in the beginning I was talking about how important it is for a baby to be held and touched and kissed and caressed and loved. And when they don't get that as a child as much as they need, they don't become securely attached. They don't bond with their parents. And they need to bond with their mother and their father and anyone else that's going to be a significant part of their life. And if they don't bond and in those early days right after they're born up till the year of 5, they have bad problems, and this girl is one of them. She has problems from not being loved enough as a baby. There could have been something going on with her mother, that her mother was not around or didn't hold her enough. She may have had too many children to give this baby the attention that it needed, and she may have just let her lay there and cry. And I know that's heartbreaking to think, but there are mothers who do that. And that's what she looks like. She looks like she was not caressed and loved as a baby like she should have been. Right now, Soren, my clarity for you is to move on from her. And until she does some healing, she's not going to be a good match for you. Is there anybody else, Spirit, who might have their eye on Soren? Let's see what comes out. Is there anybody else that might have their eye on Soren? The High Priestess in reverse and the Nine of Swords upright. The Eight of Swords and the High Priestess upright. It's like you intuitively know to be afraid for her because of her behavior. And I think you are, very gifted. Walking away, intuitively knowing you have to walk away from this. You already know this isn't going to work. Is there anybody new coming in though? Because we're getting ready to end of the month go into Mercury retrograde, and I'm already feeling the effects of it. I don't know if the rest of you are, but I'm already seeing and feeling the effects of it. Okay, talk to me about Gorishan or whatever. Not Gorishan, Kasuma. When it comes to Kasuma spirit, no. Why am I asking that? Spirit, help me. This person is affecting your ability to even focus, to concentrate. They have you so obsessed with them. It's like you have this obsession with this woman. Is there anybody new coming? I'm getting real sleepy, like something just hit me. Woo! I just got something wild that hit me. She might be on drugs. The lovers came out in reverse. You could have a Gemini coming in. You might not want anybody new. I don't think you want anybody new. You could have somebody if you wanted them, but you don't want the burden of having anyone in your life right now, unless it's her. But choosing her would be a burden. You wish you could choose her and it not be a burden. Remember the energy to overcome? For you, the energy to overcome is wanting to be with someone who is not ready for a relationship. She's very unhealthy, sweetheart, okay? You're going to get victory over this. What's going to be the outcome in the next 3 months? I'm not saying you and her are getting victory. I'm saying you are. You're going to have something publicly recognized in the next few months. There it is right there. Sagittarius is here. Victory. Public recognition. This could be you putting pictures on social media of you and someone you're in love with. There's an Aquarius here, and it's like, there's no hope for me. But you have hope. There's a Queen of Cups here who's watching you. There is a woman here who is secretly watching you, and she's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She could also have a Gemini, Libra placement, and also have a Sagittarius placement as well. And look, this is going to bring justice to your life. You do have someone who's watching you, and they want to know if there's hope. Why is the star in reverse? Is there going to be hope for this? Thurin. Thurin. Thurin, honey. Yes, there's a lot of hope for this. You're going to meet this person. It's someone you already know. You may know who it is. It's someone you hang out with. You might party with them. You celebrate with them. You do things fun with them. It's someone in your peer group that you hang out with maybe at school. But right now, you're not taking this opportunity because you can't get over the heartache of the last one. I have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. So once you can turn this around, this heartache is going to lead you to a huge new opportunity. And you will get over where you're leaving. You're going to get in this chariot and take the reins, remember? And it's moving you towards a marriage with someone. But you have to get over the heartache first, okay? What is the healing that Sarah needs to do, Spirit? May we see the healing that Sarah needs to do? Sarah, you have a tendency to trauma bond with people, and then you're afraid to leave. You've dealt with your ego, though, through this past life love. There's somebody in your past that has really damaged your ego, and you were trauma bonded with them, and you were afraid. You might be afraid that you always are going to be left, that somebody's never going to stay. Whereas she had, her fear was that love doesn't last. Basically, you're afraid everybody's going to leave. See how y'all bonded your traumas? Because you had those fears and they bonded together. And then when you have those fears, guess what? What you think becomes a reality. And that's what happened is she left. And so be careful when you meet this new person that you don't do the same thing. I don't think that's going to happen though. But there's a lack of interest and common interest here. Outcome of this new person. These cards right here will give you the truth in a heartbeat. Oh, Spirit says you're going to be mismatched. So she might be coming out in the reverse. Oh, and there's addiction here. Mm-mm. Don't get involved with her. Is there anybody new coming in for Third Spirit? Bad sex, no mutual growth, no opportunity for alignment right now. It's like the universe is saying right now until you do some healing. Look, but you have a future spouse showing up. So right now the universe is blocking you from anything good until you do the healing. During Mercury retrograde, you're likely to find yourself going through a lot of healing. Okay. So prepare yourself over the next few weeks to few months to do a lot of healing work. Okay, Soren? Because you have a lot of work to do. I'm going to be honest with you. You do. And we need to leave this woman alone so that the two of you can do the healing. And I don't know how long hers is going to take, but you have control over how long yours takes, okay? All right, wonderful. Okay, you guys have a lovely afternoon, and I'll be back tomorrow with another reading. If you haven't liked the video, please make sure you like it on your way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and that you share the content with your friends. And thank you for hyping and for anything that you've done to help this be a more positive experience for myself and others. I love you guys. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Kailash. I appreciate you so much, baby. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Or later today. All right, you guys take care. I love you. Bye.